guys, my name is Kelly Martin. I'm a traditionally and independently published author, and we're about to start something really awesome. This might not look really awesome, but it is. This is the brand new notebook for my brand new series that is coming out in 2022, and we are going to talk about it together because this is the first video in a brand new series on where I'm taking you step by step through the process, my process of writing a book and putting it out. And actually, it's not just a book, it's a 5-book series that we're going to go through all next year writing, and it's going to come out in 2022. This is the first step, and I hope you follow along with me. And we are actually going to get into the notebook and go over it together. I'm so excited to do this with y'all. This is my very unassuming story, outline, plan, plot, whatever you want to call it, book for my new series that is releasing in 2022 actually. So this is actually the first page. I've covered up the important parts here, the like release date and the title, or the release date's here, but you know, the title. Butterflies are very important to the story. And then we have this down here. What this is a little flip through that I wanted to show you because I'm going to be doing this whole entire series step by step on this channel. I thought that it would be something really neat. I've not done it before, like showing you from the very first concept of a story or a series all the way to the end or to release. So I thought that's what we would do. This is actually going to be called Project Supernatural. Not like the TV show, but Project Supernatural, because I thought it definitely went with the story. So it's all in this book. By the time the year ends, this book will be very tattered. Okay, this is the first page, and if you want to get ideas for how to make your own little, I guess you call it like a story Bible or whatever, but it's just a way to get all of your ideas out, then you can kind of follow along and make you one too. Okay, so I have covered the important quotes, important information. The title's up here. The basic blurb that's going on is up here. These are some important things that I wanted to remember. The release date's right here. You can't see it, but it's 2022 release date. And down here are cover ideas. And I'm sure you can read through that. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the page. Okay, on this page are characters. That's sound. Characters that I just kind of want to, get into. Things I wanted to brain dump. I'm thinking about printing off some pictures and taping them here so I can have a reference for characters. This page is character name brainstorm. Now, you don't have to have a character name brainstorm, of course, but, I thought it was interesting. Also, I don't have any of this filled out because I want to start from the very, very first brainstorming ideas with y'all for this series. So that's why none of this is filled out. So I can go ahead and start filling it out. So, yeah, this is the character name brainstorm. We got the girl, the guy, the sister, the dad, and of course we'll have more later on. So, this of course is a paranormal, supernatural, horror-ish ghost hunter story, so that's where we are there. Then we have the storyline. This is going to be a bell curve or a climax curve for the story when this gets filled out. Then we have a series arc with themes, and the point of this page is to put like the different arcs, the different my books or my series, especially like, let's take Dark and Deadly Things. The Dark and Deadly Things series, there's an overarching series arc, and then each book has an arc in that book. So that's what I want to keep here. It'll probably like bleed over into other papers because I doubt it's a 5-book series. I doubt a 5-book series will, fit right here. But that's what this is for, to kind of get those ideas out. Then we have the brain dump. This part is where I can just put a bunch of information or anything that's in my head about this story out and get it out of my brain so I can remember, or story things that I want to put in there, or like ideas that I have in the middle of the night and I write it on a piece of paper. Then I can put it in here. So, and then I can use those to put in the story. And then I have another brain dump page, because I figure I'll need more brain dumps. Okay, story beats. This is for the very first book in the series. The story beats that I want to hit in the book, the theme that I want to hit, the motivations, the things like that. That's what I want to do in this part. Okay, since I said this is Project Supernatural and Project Supernatural, but it's a 5-book series. Anytime I have 5-book series or a paranormal series, I like to use lore that goes along with supernatural things that I find, interesting. So I put a section for lore, which is a lore for like worldly lore, like vampire lore or ghost lore or werewolf lore or anything like that. And I'm going to use this for the lore in the books. So I'll remember, okay, if my vampire has to be invited in, then I need to remember that. It'll be important later on. So I put 2 things for lore. I'm sure it'll probably need more than that, but that's what I did for this. Monsters is the next section. I wanted to have a section just for monsters that I think are really cool that I might want to put in a book. So that's what this section is. And I have 2 pages for monsters. Now, this part is a release timeline or a possible release timeline. And over here, I'm going to put the date that I'm thinking about releasing it. I need to know when I'm going to have the first draft complete. Over to the editor. I need to know when final edits with the editor. Galley proof edits. Galley edits complete. The cover. The formatting. The title reveal. And the cover reveal. This is all the release timeline dates. And I'm sure I'll need to add more down here. But this is the basic things that I need to have before the release date. I need to have all these figured out. So I put those in here. Now, this page is my marketing release brainstorm. And I'm also going to have like just a marketing brainstorm in general. But what I wanted to do here is think about different ways that I can market this book, different people that this book would be a great audience for, different ways or different fun things that I might use to market the book when it comes out, or to get people excited for like release dates and everything, or for different things like cover reveals and title reveals, or Instagram hops or whatever. I'm going to put those right here on this brainstorm section. Then I'm going to do the timeline checklist, which is the timeline of the book. This is for like if something happens on a Monday, this happens on Monday. If this happens 2 years ago, you put it 2 years ago. This will be things that will happen in the book, and I need to know exactly when in the history of the world they happen. So that's going to go there. Then I'm going to have chapter notes. Each chapter is going to have each chapter. Sorry, I'm tired. Each chapter is going to have a number, and it's going to have notes in it. Like if chapter 1, so-and-so died, I'll put it right here. If in chapter, 17, so-and-so came back, that's going to go in here too. That's going to help when I get to editing, so I know in what chapter whatever happens. And then that's it. That's all I have in here. It's not all I'm going to put in here, but that's where I am to basically start outlining and planning Though I'm not much of a planner, I do need to plan this series a little bit. So that's where I am here. All the other notes will be put in later. So I'm super, super, super excited to get started on Project Supernatural. I already have some cover ideas down here. I have a Pinterest board, a private Pinterest board, so you won't be able to find it, but that I can print pictures off to put right in here. And character names, I kind of have one I'm leaning toward, but we'll see. And then the storyline and the art, or the series arc, and the brain dump. I'm excited to get that started. And the story beats, because there's going to be lots of things I want to hit in this book. The lore of the world, the lore of the place that we're going to in this story. I can't wait to get into. I'm super excited. That was one of the fun things about Dark and Deadly Things, was the lore, the behind the scenes of the hauntings and the ghosts. That was really fun to get into. So I want to get into that more with this book. And then, of course, the monsters, and I can research monsters and the different kind of, like, it's not just going to be ghosts in this story. The main character is not just going to go up against ghosts like in Dark and Deadly Things. It was a ghost. There's going to be different kinds of supernatural. That's why it's called supernatural. I thought about calling it Project Ghost Hunters, but it's not just ghosts, and that didn't work. So we're going to have different kinds of monsters. So any kind of monster that I think is really cool, or that I get to research it and put all that stuff in here, I'm really excited about this part and this monsters. And what I am going to do is, if this starts getting too big, like if the monster section, if I just fill it totally up and this just doesn't work, I'm going to pull it out of this and put it in a 3-ring binder. So I'm not stuck with it just being in this notebook. But for what I need it for right now, the notebook was the perfect thing to do. It is just a plain notebook. As you can see, you don't have to have a huge notebook. You don't have to have a $60 planner, though I do have lots of those. You don't have to have anything special to start writing your book, or to start planning your book, or start outlining your book. You just get a notebook. You don't even have to have things up here. I just wanted to. I thought they were pretty. So, yeah, that is what we're doing. This is the blank section for Project Supernatural. It's probably be the prettiest you'll ever see it. Next time you see it, I will go step by step to show you what happens next. It's the very first video in a brand new series. I'm so excited. I'm going to update it at least once a month to show you the progress on Project Supernatural. And so you can come along with me. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy the ride. Go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll get notified when I update the channel on the updates for Project Supernatural. And hit the like button if you are excited. Sounds excited. If you're excited for this book and this series as much as I am. Oh, I'm so excited. Alright, guys. I will see you in the next video. Sunday will be a writer playing with me, and I will definitely see you then. Bye, guys.